Lite Burn. Burn away the old, be the new you. There's an ancient Chinese saying that says that food should not only satisfy your appetite, but it should provide a natural cure for the human body. This means that people should eat the right food for better health. Now, maybe not surprisingly, this sounds very much like what the father of Western medicine, Hippocrates, said. Let food be thy medicine, and let medicine be thy food. And so we have real agreement here with East and West. The problem is that that's not really what's happening in the Western world, or pretty much anywhere in the world today. We have a problem. We have a real weight problem, and we're supersizing it. As a matter of fact, in the United States, even while we've been spending $344 billion in healthcare costs because of our obesity, we have slipped to number 2. Now, for years, we were number 1, the fattest nation on earth, but we've slipped to number 2. I don't think that's because we've been taking too much Lite Burn yet. I think it's because Mexico has been eating way too much and went right on by us. Mexico is now the number 1 fattest place on earth. We still have a problem, though. $344 billion in healthcare costs. Look at the major things that kill us. We have heart disease, cancer, lung disease, stroke, Alzheimer's, diabetes, kidney disease. All of these things have a relationship to diet, to what you're eating, to too much sugar, to obesity. And actually, this excess fat, we have 75 million Americans that have metabolic syndrome, or syndrome X. We're looking at belly fat, HDL, or the bad cholesterol, triglycerides, blood pressure, blood sugar. All of these things go together to cause those major killers. We have a way to fix that. We have something that's not only designed to make us look good, but to be healthier. This is Symmetry's Lite Burn. Lite Burn is a thermogenic fat-burning powerhouse with Resveratrol. Now, we have a number of ingredients. I'm not going to go through all of them, but quickly highlight a few. We have Japanese plum extract. This is a very particular type of plum, and it supports healthy blood sugar. So it's something that could be used to treat diabetes, blood pressure, and cholesterol, the things that we're just looking at that lead to these healthcare problems. It's also really good for digestion. It helps with acid reflux, heartburn, H. pylori bacteria, which causes ulcers, irritable bowel syndrome. Also, it's very good for gas, bloating, lubricates the bowel, soothes the digestive tract. So overall, something to improve our digestion. Then we have this synergistic action, and this is something that we have with all of our products. The way the herbs work together has a synergy where 1 + 1 = 11, not 2. So the phenylethylamine, this is a nootropic, which means that it affects the brain, the mind, crosses the blood-brain barrier. It's in cognitive or mental enhancement, dopamine boosting, which means it helps with the mood. It's often called a love drug. This is during the process of infatuation, sexual desire, sex drive. This is what kind of takes over, and it's the thing that makes you feel all happy and you don't care about food. It's also, of course, for this heightened sexual arousal, excitement, and this all plays into weight loss. It helps take care of suppressing the appetite and also controlling craving, 2 of the big things that we have when people go on diets. And then we mix this, part of the synergistic action here. This is usually referred to as yohimbe, and many people have heard of this. This is something that is an alpha-2 antagonist. A lot of bodybuilders have been using this for some years now. And when you get this blocking occurring, what it does is it releases more norepinephrine into the system. This gives us energy, it boosts things up, which is why the bodybuilders like it. You start to get this muscle boost. Now, a lot of people know it because of its sexual function. A lot of guys and some women take this herb to help with sexual function. So again, we're seeing this blending, these things working together. One of the real keys to this particular one is AMPC, or amino methylpentane, and this is something that is found naturally from the fermentation process of both something called pouchong tea and green tea. Now, pouchong tea is sometimes referred to as a greener oolong. Oolong is in between green and black, and so this is a little more toward green. And this makes us feel very energized, but at the same time calm because of the amino acid, L-theanine. This allows us to relax while being focused at the same time. So this energy is going to give us the get up and go, and it's also going to boost the metabolism. This is going to burn fat faster while it helps with the mood and the cravings. Now we stack this with caffeine. The caffeine actually, all by itself, supports the increase of lipolysis, or lipolysis is fat burning. Caffeine breaks this down, not the fat you're eating, the fat that you have stored. It also supports the increase of this overall thermogenesis, turning up the metabolic temperature, if you will. So when we get the caffeine alone or in combination with other supplements, which is what we're doing, we're making sure that this is synergistically blended, we get both this metabolism boosting and calorie burning. And the stacked part, that's with the tea. We find that the caffeine works with the catechins. Some of you have heard me talk about catechins. The catechins in the tea and the caffeine work together for this very, very powerful synergistic effect, which increases our norepinephrine again and breaks down stored fat and stored carbohydrates. And this is the important thing. It's going to break down those carbs that we have stored. So the straight dope on this, norepinephrine, this triggers the release of glucose from the energy stores, increasing the blood flow to the skeletal muscles. So it's going to break your fat down and take that energy and send it to the muscles. This is going to give us increase in energy while taking care of cravings. And it's also going to increase dopamine levels. And the dopamine levels mellow the mood. Then this one has a very unique ingredient, something that people are hearing about more often now, Garcinia gambosia. This is actually a food that's been utilized in India and Southeast Asia for thousands of years, so it's very, very safe. It causes the body to burn more glucose or sugar. The liver, this is where it's going to be burned. It's going to be the stored fat, not the fat you're eating, but it's going to tell the liver to burn the stuff you have stored. So just taking this all by itself, you increase fat burning by 2 to 3 times. Now, you mix it with these other things, and it increases their power by 2 to 3 times. Slows the release of sugar to the bloodstream. So it also affects what we're eating and slows that down so we don't get the big spikes. That helps control blood sugar levels, hunger, and cravings. It improves mood. This also slows down or stops cortisol release, and that's why we get belly fat, is because of the stress hormone cortisol. It actually optimizes our dopamine levels, which we see before, very important. And this particularly goes to burn belly fat. And so for years I've been telling people you can't target certain areas on the body for fat loss. It unfortunately doesn't work that way. Well, I was wrong. Today we have new research that shows this can do that. And that's why we put this particular formula together, because it does target belly fat. Now, our product is very unique because it has resveratrol. And resveratrol, of course, is in our #1 selling product, Genesis. #1 product all over the world. And the resveratrol is very good for a number of things, improving lifespan, improving immunity. But what we have it here for is because resveratrol works through an ancient pathway that activates a specific gene to help regulate blood sugar and metabolism. And so this makes our cells mitochondria, the little energy factories we have inside of our cells. It makes them more efficient so they work more, they pump out more energy, and it also increases their numbers. As we get older, we have less and less of them. This is going to make our bodies make more, and they're going to each make more energy. So we're going to really get this synergistic thing happening again to really boost up our energy levels. And so the side effect or side benefit of these mitochondria boosts is that the resveratrol is going to increase our ability to exercise more frequently and more intensely. This is going to aid weight loss and any athletic event. So this is also going to be a good product to take, a half an hour before you're going to go out and work out, go to the gym, something before maybe you're going to play some soccer or volleyball or whatever. So this miracle molecule, resveratrol, boosts our body's ability to absorb sugar from the food, but it's going to go into the muscles, not into fat cells. So it's going to give us more energy. This is going to inhibit the production of mature fat cells and hinder fat storage. Hey, why are there never any good side effects? Just once, I'd like to read a medication bottle that says, caution, may cause extreme sexiness, folks. Here it is. It's Lite Burn. Light years ahead. Take 1 or 2 capsules to increase fat burning and decrease hunger craving. Sleep great, feel great, look great, just don't take it too late in the afternoon. Morning is best. 1 capsule in the morning, maybe another one in the afternoon. Lite Burn is going to help control those cravings, get rid of that pizza, get her back down to that superhero figure. Symmetry's Lite Burn, thermogenic fat burn with resveratrol.